The Falcons just hired Raheem Morris as their new head coach. And it's interesting because I'm a Bucs fan. I know what it's like to have Raheem Morris as head coach. Now, granted, that was 10 years ago. A lot has changed. We can only go based off what has happened recently. But I only brought that up because it's interesting. It's kind of like, imagine you're 24 years old right now, right? And you think back to when you were 15. You think about all the mistakes you made as a 15-year-old. And you think about, oh, damn, I wish I could go back and correct this and fix that. I know what I could do in that situation, in that moment. It's experience. You know what I'm saying? It's a second chance. You feel me? That's how I felt about the Raheem Morris thing. This is a second opportunity to be a head coach. And I feel like he's learned from his past. I feel like he understands what he needs to do to be a good head coach. He's been around a lot of, successful programs ever since he left Tampa. He's been around the 2016 Falcons. They got a Super Bowl. He's been around the Rams. They got a Super Bowl. He's developed some, okay, maybe he didn't do too much of a good job in Washington, but he's been around some good players in Washington. Washington always had some good players. My thing is, what I'm trying to say is, this man has experience. When he was with us, he had a lot of defensive experience. But when he left us, he gained a lot of offensive experience. He has an even amount of experience on offense and defense. He's learned different coaching styles. Especially being around Sean McVay, you're definitely going to learn something when you're around Sean McVay. Which makes me think this is going to be a good hire. I see this as a B hire for the Falcons. Now, I can only tell you how he messed up when he was with the Bucs. He was too player friendly. The first time he was a head coach, he was just too player friendly. He let too much things slide. I can't see him letting that happen again when he start coaching for the Falcons. I just can't see it happen. Because he knows he got to be a little bit more of a lay the law down type of guy. He can still be a player's coach, but just not as to let everything slide, type of thing. My thing is, now he just actually needs to get a quarterback. I think you guys got the 6 or 7. It's between 6 and 8. It's in the top 10 for sure. Y'all got one of those draft picks. I think y'all definitely going to get a guy. But, and it's not like a situation where you're like, oh, I wonder what he'll do with a rookie quarterback. Because we actually seen what he did with Josh Freeman in 2010. Josh Freeman had a great year in 2010. But like I said earlier, he didn't do a good job of holding him accountable. He didn't hold that. Those teams were pretty talented. Those 2010 and 2014, even though we had terrible records, there was some talent on those Buccaneers teams. He just didn't hold the team accountable. I think Raheem Morris has learned his lesson, and he's going to be a great coach that keeps things accountable. I think I think he's made a lot of good connections too. So he's gonna bring in some good coordinators. When you were around the Sean McVays, when you're around the Kyle Shanahan, those type of people, man, they usually produce coaches that are top tier. Think about it. Matt LaFleur, the Vikings coach, the Bengals coach, they tend to do pretty good. I don't see any different Raheem Morris. Y'all already got a pretty good defense, I'm kind of scared of y'all. I'm a Bucs fan. I'm kind of scared of y'all, the Falcons, low-key. If y'all get a quarterback right, and Raheem Morris, I think that's the thing. Even though he's a player-friendly coach, he know how to get the team motivated. I don't know if it'll last too long after a year, but he know how to get the team motivated. And I think the Falcons will actually have a pretty good year. This first year with Raheem Morris, I'm calling it right now. It's going to be a really good year. I don't know what will happen after this year. We'll see how things hold up. But this is a good hire for the Falcons. I like this hire. Hopefully y'all do bad because I don't want to see y'all succeed. But this is a good hire by the Falcons. I like Raheem Morris. But yeah, man, that's my opinion on Raheem Morris. You guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Check out our podcast that we do every Monday. And leave your comments below on what y'all think about this hire. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.